Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well. Well, today I'm actually going to be working on a 2005 Mitsubishi Galant. And this is our son's car. And what ended up happening was, as he was driving, the car just quit just stopped. And at first, we kind of thought it was the battery until when I hooked up my battery tester on here, and it tested good as far as the 12.5 to 12.7 volts. And I was kind of dumbfounded because, even when you turn the key, there was no ticking, no nothing. None of the lights came on, the dash, radio, nothing. I tried to jump it with a battery booster. That didn't work. I tried using my jumper cables. That didn't work. And I was suspecting that, okay, well, maybe the cells on the inside of the battery, might have been bad. Also, I was speculating that maybe it was one of the cables. But when I was looking at the cables, which is right here, I didn't really see anything, out of the ordinary. What I did notice, though, is that there was a lot of corrosion right up here, pretty much from the acid coming out of the battery. So when I had checked, popped open took both caps off, the acid level was low. So I filled that up, but that still didn't fix the problem. So what I ended up doing was I was going to take the battery out to take it to NTB to, just have them test it on their machine. And what I noticed is that there's another cable underneath, which I'll show you, that the terminal, the battery connector for it had corroded to the point whereas it's no longer connected to here. Okay, so I hooked up my battery tester, and then as you can see, the battery's testing pretty good. I would guess probably around 2.5, 2.7 volts. And even when I, test it, which this battery I believe is about 400 cold cranking amps, it tests fine. So let me show you all of the tools and the supplies that I'm going to be using. Okay, so what I got, some shop towels. I've got some water, brake cleaner, probably won't need that. I've got some battery terminal protector. I don't see it here, but also have some battery terminal cleaner that neutralizes the acid. I've got some electrical tape. I have my battery syringe, 2 rubber caps for the battery terminals or the pulse, and I've got some assortment of pliers. Needing those pliers, I have a small adjustable wrench. I have some wire brushes here, some scissors, battery terminal cleaner. I have my razor. I've got some wire cutters and strippers here. I've got my ratcheting set. And over here, this is a diagram of the parts that I needed. So if you look down here, this right here is the part that I actually am going to have to connect back to the battery terminal. And what happened is this part here, which is a clamp, it actually corroded totally off. I mean, it's not even there. So this is a diagram. This is one wiring harness. The dealer wanted like $800 for this thing just because this piece broke off. These are the replacement parts. I'm going to be replacing, this is the fuse, this is the battery terminal here, and then I got this from Napa, which I'm going to use there's 2 battery posts in here that I'm going to use to crimp on to this wire here to attach it back to the fuse and the battery terminal. I'm going to do is I'm going to remove both the positive and the negative battery cables from the battery, and also make sure that you wear safety glasses while you're working. Okay, so I have removed both the positive and negative battery cables. I use this adjustable wrench to hold this right here, part of the bolt, so that it doesn't spin. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Alright, so let me remove that. So, you see right here? See that? This is supposed to be connected underneath here. And that's why I think he was having a problem starting the car and why it shut off. And as you can see, all the blue stuff, which I believe is all just corrosion. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut this back, remove the insulated material off the wire. This is a 4-gauge wire, and I'm going to attach these other clamps that I got from Napa on here to reattach here. So basically I'm going to be replacing this whole thing here. So the nut for this cable here is a 10mm, and then this one right here, which is for this actually attaches the battery terminal to the fuse here. This one is 13. Is it 13mm? 12mm. So once I take this off, this will all come loose. Also, you'll need a screwdriver to pry this up out of this space right here. So I've already started cleaning the battery terminals here. This one, was all corroded with, acid on it, to which I went on ahead and cleaned it with the battery terminal cleaner. And this is the other battery cable here, in which you can see there's the clamp for it right there. So yeah, the acid literally melted the actual clamp. Let me show you that. So here's the other piece, the other part of that clamp, and as you can see, yeah, it just totally, that acid just ate right through it. So these are the pieces from Napa that I'm going to crimp onto both wires. I'm going to actually bend them to 45 degrees, and I should be able to fix it all back together. And these are the new pieces here, and these are the old pieces. And remember, these are from the actual dealer. These are OEM parts. And this is actually, if you look on there, this is a 120 amp fuse here. It's just like it is on the OEM original. Where I am now is I am trying to remove the old battery terminal off of the cable here. And I've had to clean it up pretty good from all the corrosion and everything. And so this is, kind of taking a little time, but you want to be careful because you don't want to break any of the wires while doing so. Okay, so here's my status. I was able to get the old clamp off. I ended up having to cut the old clamp off because I couldn't get the top part of it off. So the wire's just a little bit short, maybe about a ½ an inch or so. And this is the new one. As you can see, I bent it 40 degrees. And what I found out is it's good to try to shape one of the ones on the outside first, bend it in, so that way when you fold it down, it'll look like that. All right, I'm all done, and success. As you can hear, the engine is running. She started right up. So because I had to cut the wires down, I had to turn the post kind of to the side here I also made sure that I taped up here, and yeah, I'm going to put some battery terminal protector on here, and that's pretty much it. Have any questions, post them in the comments. You guys have a blessed day. See ya.